inventory of an item should neither be high or low. It should be optimal. आप यहाँ तक थे मेरे साथ? हेलो?
Yes sir, yes sir.
यहाँ तक थे ना?
Yes sir, बिल्कुल.
Okay, just अभी लॉस हुआ था. So it should be optimal. Okay. So things are clear up to this moment of time to everybody?
Yes sir.
Fine. Now we can discuss about the types of inventory. There are so many types of inventories, but we have categorized these inventories in broad three categories. Number one, raw material. Number two, work in progress. And number three, we can categorize as finished good. So here we can categorize the inventory in three categories: raw material category, a work in progress in, you can say it partially finished or semi-finished product, semi-finished material, and finally finished material. That's it. Is it okay? Hello?
Yes sir, yes sir. Yes sir.
Fine. So raw material is nothing but it is a material which is used for the intended purpose. Okay. And semi-finished product means work in process. The product is in work in process. Inventory is in partially finished good waiting for completion and resale. Work in progress inventory is otherwise known as inventory on the production floor. So it is semi-finished material, and finally finished material is called as final product. So inventory can be categorized in these three broad categories. Okay, here we can see types of inventory: direct inventories and indirect inventories, production inventory, work in progress inventory, finished good inventory, maintenance requirement officer inventory. Okay, indirect inventories, transportation inventory. Now, moving to inventory management. Up to this moment of time, we have discussed about the inventory. Is it okay? Now, what do you understand by inventory management? Hello?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Yeah, fine. So now we are
Yes, sir.
entering
Yes, sir.
into inventory management. Okay, we have discussed about so many things about the inventory. What is called as inventory, how it can be categorized, what should be the level of inventory, we have discussed. Now, what is called as inventory management? Now, the question arises is, when I call the inventory management, some kind of picture comes into my mind is, here we can see the multiple user real-time sequence. Okay, fine. I'm going to directly the definition part. Inventory management is the process of ordering, storing, and using a company's inventory, management of raw materials, components, and finished products, as well as warehousing and processing such items. This is called as complete set of inventory management. Got the point? Inventory. Okay, inventory is a kind of, you can say, a piece of work, or you can say a piece of product. Okay, but what do I understand by inventory management? So inventory management involves the process of ordering. Process of ordering, that may be ordering of raw material, that may be ordering of semi-finished product. Okay, and storing and using a company's inventory. It is about the management of raw materials, components, and finished products, as well as warehousing. Warehousing is also involved in this inventory management, and processing such items is called as inventory management. Is that clear?
Yes
For
sir.
companies, yeah, for companies with complex supply chain and manufacturing processes, balancing the risk of inventory excess and shortage is especially difficult. Using some kind of supply chain management system, CRM management system, we can manage the inventory properly in our organization. To achieve these balance sheets, firms have developed two major methods for inventory management, that is called as just in time, and another is called as material requirement planning. Hello, hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You're
You
audible.
are. Yes.
I'll tell you so many methods, so many inventory management methods here only. No problem. These are main methods which by using these methods we will be able to manage inventory in a proper manner in an organization. Now the question arises, when I call the inventory management, we have discussed about inventory management, classification of inventory and their management. Now the question arises, why this inventory management is needed in my organization? Okay, the question comes into my mind is, why this exercise is needed. Let me tell you why this exercise is needed. Now the question is need of inventory management. Okay, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Need of inventory management keeps track of your inventory and offers a centralized view of stock. Okay, inventory management controls your costs by making stock reports for analysis of your inventory. Improves your delivery by managing stock outs and meeting customers' expectations. Manages planning and forecasting by analyzing data trends. Reduces the time for managing inventory by keeping records in place. So these are the requirement due to which we try to maintain the inventory in my the inventory management is needed in my industry, in my organization. It keeps tracks of your inventory continuously. Okay, a bird eye is kept on your inventory continuously on the basis of inventory management, so that if you are having any kind of lack in your organization, lack of inventory in your organization, then you will be able to order immediately as per your need. It controls your cost. Ultimately, it controls your cost. Inventory management controls your cost. As I told you earlier, that you should maintain optimal quantity of inventory in your organization, not less, not very high. Then only you will be able to control your cost, control your product's cost. Is it okay? It improves your delivery by managing stock outs, because timely delivery is very important in our life, so that you can make belief or faith on your customer. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
You can manage planning and forecasting by analyzing data trends. Using data trends, you can forecast for future also. If you need for future forecasting, if you are having proper data with you, then only you can forecast, you can plan for future. Okay. Reduces the time for managing inventory by keeping records in place. Otherwise, what happens? For example, if you are managing roughly the inventory record in your organization, किसी inventory का data किसी जगह पे रख दिया, कहीं का कहीं पर रख दिया, then if you need that data for your purpose, then you will not be able to retrieve that data on time. Then it will definitely create a hurdle for your work, for your intended purpose. Is it okay? So these are the needs of inventory management. Here I would like to tell you in elaborated view why this inventory management is needed. Tracking inventory is very important here in this case, so that we can continuously track the inventory. If your stock is reduced, or then you can order immediately. Your warehouse should be maintained properly, so that you will be able to supply the things timely. It controls your cost, as I told you earlier, that it controls your cost. If you are having optimal size of inventory, then only you will be able to control the cost. Otherwise, your cost will be very high, and you are having so many competitor in the market, and your survival will be very difficult in the market. So cost control is very important here. It will improve your delivery. Okay, your delivery will be on time using inventory management. Hello, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine, fine. Thank you. Madam Sapna is responding continuously, I think. Are you?
Thank, thank you, sir.
Madam Sapna, you just respond me so that I'll be able to listen that people are listening. Okay.
Yes, sure, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So delivery, timely delivery is very important. You might be knowing that if pizza is not delivered timely, then he is charged extra. Like वो उसे फ्री में पिज्जा देना होता है शायद. मैंने तो कभी खाया नहीं, ऐसा सुना है. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Absolutely
sir.
correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
मैंने फ्री में नहीं खाया. कहने का मतलब मुझे मेरा जो डिलीवर आया वो बिल्कुल ऑन टाइम आ गया है शायद, तो मुझे पैसे देने पड़े पिज्जा के. ठीक है. ऐसा होता है क्या रियली? मैंने तो कभी देखा नहीं. कहने मतलब. हेलो
सर यस
सपना
हो
मैडम
जाता है
बोलिए.
सर. यस सर, रिफंड हो जाता है अमाउंट. आप अगर होता है ना ऐसा कुछ केस तो वापस कर देते हैं.
अच्छा अच्छा. ओके.
हाँ.
Fine. So see their service. They are damn sure about their service that within half an hour we are able to deliver my product. देखो उनकी देखिए कितने शानदार prompt capacity है. So we should learn this punctuality also at the same time. Okay. Okay. So this is very important. So it makes sense, and it makes the belief on the organization ultimately. Here, manage planning and forecasting. On the basis of this inventory management, we can plan for future, and we can forecast for future on the basis of available data. It reduces the time for managing inventory. Fine. Okay. One another very important terminology is inventory accounting. Inventory accounting. What do you understand by inventory accounting? Can anyone tell me? Inventory accounting. Yes. Anyone? Are you there? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I think inventory accounting, we are going to check how much the stock is in and how much the stock is out with the help of various tools, as you mentioned in your slide, like FIFO, LIFO. So I think.
You're right. That's fine. That's fine. You are much smart also, madam. That's good. The answer is in front of you, so that using this slide also you can answer me, so that I'll be able to feel that you are with me. That feeling is very
Yes,
important for me.
Sir, this
Okay.
is my interesting topic. That's why I am continuously monitoring as well as listening very interestingly, because inventory is very interesting topic for me from the starting of my career.
That's fine. So, are you PhD in this topic, madam?
No, sir, I am in financial inclusion. My PhD is in financial inclusion.
Okay, okay. Then also your interest is in this inventory.
Yes, sir, because I am teaching managerial economics from last 8 years. So I am very
Okay.
interesting.
Actually, madam, I am very interested in managerial finance, but I don't know anything about managerial finance. Okay, you teach me any day. Okay.
अरे सर बिल्कुल आपके मतलब अभी मैं तो सर इतना कुछ नहीं है मेरा एक्सपोजर अभी जितना
No,
आपका
no, no, no,
है.
no. Actually, we haven't read anywhere that managerial finance. So we are interested to learn that. So we'll be connected later on. Okay, you
Yeah,
just
sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So here inventory accounting, inventory current asset is called as inventory. Fine. Inventory is counted or measured before it can be put on a balance sheet. So inventory is accounted for using one of three methods. This is called as FIFO, first in first out, costing, and LIFO, okay, last in first out costing, and weighted average costing. These are the methods. Using these methods, we'll be able to account the inventory, count the inventory. Although I am not in deep with accounting, so just I have dedicated one slide related to this inventory accounting. I have no much grip in this topic, so I've just included this topic only, this slide only. Okay. An inventory accounting typically consists of 4 separate categories like raw material, work in progress, finished goods, and merchandise. Merchandise means sales and selling related items are called as merchandise. Raw materials is converted in various materials company purchase and production process. These materials must undergo significant work before a company can transfer them into a finished good ready to sell. Fine. This is all about the inventory accounting from my side. We'll discuss later on in any other class about the accounting. Okay. So here I am going to explain some very important kinds of inventory management methods. I'm having approximately 21, 22 inventory management methods, and you can involve any one, any two, or any three of them in your organization, and it will be very good inventory management for your organization. Just I am going to elaborate that inventory controlling methods. Here we can see the inventory management. This is inventory management, and I am going to elaborate the inventory management method. So I'm going to list it out the methods of inventory management here. Okay, method number 1 is called as just-in-time inventory system. We discuss one by one later on in next slides. Okay. Hello. Are you
Yes,
there?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And material requirement planning, MRP2. This is called as MRP2. As I told you in last class, yesterday's class, inventory control system was there. That was the initial stage of ERP, enterprise resource planning. Okay. Initial evolution of ERP was the inventory control system, and that that system was started in 1960s decade, as I told you, if you are remembering the last day's class. Then it was started in 1960s as inventory control system. Then in 1970s it became MRP1. Okay, material requirement planning, and in second it became MRP2. Okay, management resource planning, MRP2. So here we are about the MRP1 only. And second method is called as EOQ, economic order quantity. Another is daily sale of inventory, DSI. Qualitative analysis of inventory, minimum order quantity, MOQ. And next one is ABC analysis. You might be knowing about ABC analysis. Those who have read industrial engineering in their BTech, they may be knowing about ABC analysis and VED analysis. It is very important terminology in industrial engineering, ABC and VED analysis. Now, safety stock inventory, and we'll read about FIFO and LIFO analysis. What happens in FIFO and LIFO analysis we'll read. And recorder point formula is there. And in next method number 12, batch tracking will be there. Then consignment inventory, and we'll discuss about the perpetual inventory management. And finally, and next, drop shipping, lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma. Okay. We'll discuss about the demand forecasting,
Mute yourself.
cross docking. Yes, dear participants, you are requested to keep mute your mic until yeah. One participant's voice is coming. Okay, fine. And the next 20th number is cross docking, and the next one is bulk shipment, and finally this is the bulk shipment. So here I have mentioned some of the inventory management methods. Probably I have tried to cover all the methods available in literature. So I have kept this 21 inventory management method for you people. Okay, so here we can elaborate one by one these methods. What okay, are you ready?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for
Probably
your
these are
efforts, sir.
the
Thank you
yeah.
for your efforts, sir.
Okay. Probably these are the maximum methods available in literature. I haven't
Yes,
found
sir.
other than this literature. If anyone is planning for their PhD in the topic, then he can use this slide also. I'll be more than happy to serve him. Okay, moving. So here one by one we'll discuss these methods. Okay, what happens in just in time JIT? It is very important tool in inventory management. It is an inventory management tool just in time. Okay, it is a management strategy that aligns raw material orders for supplier directly with production schedule. It is to increase efficiency and decrease waste. Here we emphasize to increase the efficiency of overall organization, and we try to decrease waste here using just in time. Broadly, I'm telling you what is the meaning of just in time. Let me read this first. This method requires procedures to forecast demand accurately. Okay, no problem. The JIT inventory system. What happens in JIT? I'm telling you broadly, in broad manner. Just in time, as name shows, JIT, just in time. See, as the raw material reaches to the machine, it is used, and as the machine produces the finally finished product, it is just shipped to the customer. ओके सी मतलब ये हुआ जस्ट इन टाइम मीन्स क्या हुआ कि जैसा ही सामान आपके पास में आया, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में आया और किसी शॉप में आया, इमीडिएटली वो यूज हुआ, उस पे प्रोसेस हुआ, जो भी प्रोसेस होना था, फाइनली फिनिश प्रोडक्ट बना, उसको आप इमीडिएटली बनने के बाद आइदर आप वेयर हाउस में रख देंगे या फिर आप उसको कस्टमर को हैंड ओवर कर देंगे। मतलब आपका उस प्रोडक्ट, आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर उस प्रोडक्ट का जो मेंटेनेंस टाइम है, उसका रहने का टाइम है, वो बहुत ज्यादा कम है। मतलब उसको आपने कैरिंग कॉस्ट, मेंटेनिंग कॉस्ट, उसको टोटल का टोटल रिमूव कर दिया यूजिंग JIT। इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The JIT inventory system is management strategy that minimizes inventory and increases efficiency. Ultimately, what is going on here in this case? In this case, we are not going to maintain any kind of raw material in my organization. We are not going to maintain any kind of finished product even in my organization. जैसे ही सामान बना, प्रोडक्ट बना, आपने इमीडिएटली उसके रिक्वायर्ड प्लेस में प्लेस कर दिया। ओके, ऐसा हमने उसको शेड्यूलिंग किया हुआ है। वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म कैनबन इज शेड्यूलिंग सिस्टम ऑफन यूज्ड इन conjunction with JIT. One Kanban system is used in JIT. Kanban system is nothing but it is a inventory management technique or tool, okay, to avoid over capacity of work in process. ये Kanban system is nothing but क्या होता है कि इसमें एक ऐसा टैगिंग किया जाता है। The mechanical people will understand the things what I am trying to say you. इसमें सिंपल तरीके से आपका टैगिंग की जाती है, लेबलिंग की जाती है इन कैनबन सिस्टम। द टर्म हैज कम फ्रॉम जापान probably, so they are very good in management. Japanese people are very good. Toyota people are very good in management. So Kanban is one of the tool using this Kanban system with collaboration with JIT. It gives very good result for an organization. The success of JIT production process relies on steady production, high quality workmanship, no machine breakdown and reliable suppliers. Okay, इसका ultimate result क्या होगा? Okay, steady production will not be hampered anywhere. कि आपके पास में सामान इधर, कई लोगों की एक आदत भी होती है, सी हेलो आर यू देयर?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
कई लोगों की आदत क्या होती है कि हाँ हम काम कर रहे हैं तो यहीं पे बुक भी पड़ी हुई है, यहीं पे आपकी खाने की भी चीज पड़ी हुई है, यहीं पे लड़कों की जींस भी पड़ी हुई है, पहन के इसी को चले गए कॉलेज भी आके वहीं पटक के छोड़ दिए। गॉट द पॉइंट? लेकिन लेकिन जब क्या होता क्या है, जब आपको जरूरत पड़ती है किसी चीज की तो आप उसी पूरे ढेर में खोजने लगते हैं। So you just waste your time, you just lapse your time, isn't it? अगर आपने उसको पर्टिकुलर जगह में रख दिया होता या इसकी जरूरत नहीं है तो उसको तुरंत बाहर फेंक दो, और जो चीजें बनानी थी लाइक मैगी, बच्चे लड़के तो आजकल ये खाने लग गए हैं, मैगी का पैकेट लाया तुरंत बना के खा के बाकी चीजें फेंक दी तो आपका पूरा प्लेस क्लीन हो गया। व्हाट द पॉइंट? अरे कोई तो बोलो, मैगी खाने वाला कोई है फैमिली में?
Yes, sir.
हाँ देखो मैडम भी मैगी खाने लगी है।
Sir, खा
Okay,
लेते।
yeah, continue, fine. So what happens, what I am trying to tell you is कि आपके पास में सारे सामान यहाँ वहाँ haphazardly पड़ा हुआ है। Of course that may be useful for you, but वो that will create hurdle for your purpose, for your work. Okay, definitely it will create a hurdle for your work. So you will not be able to produce steady, you will not be able to give high quality workmanship, you will not be able to maintain the machine breakdown. इसके कारण से probably breakdown हो जाए कि सारी चीजें यहाँ वहाँ पड़ी हो, कोई सामान मशीन के अंदर चली गई, like that. Okay, and ultimately using JIT you will be able to maintain a reliable supplier as well as reliable customer. Fine. This is a good picture of JIT, although the picture is blur in my view. Okay. Hello. What JIT does in an organization? There are 4 tactics which are used in under JIT, that are reduce variability, reduce inventory, reduce lot size, reduce setup cost. Ultimately, we reduce setup cost. So these are 4 components under the JIT inventory control management. Fine. Reduce variability. Variability means आप, as I told you, आपने ढेर सारी variables सामने में रख दिए हैं, variety of things आपने सामने रख दिया है. Although that may be useful for you, but that will create hurdle for your work. So try to reduce your inventory. Whatever inventory is needed, whichever inventory is needed, you keep that inventory with you only. That inventory only with you, and you just remove other than that inventory. Okay, reduce lot size. Reduce lot size means you try to avoid all the finally finished products or raw materials kept in your surrounding, and reduce setup cost. Ultimately, try to reduce the setup cost. This is about the JIT inventory management. We are about the material requirement planning. It is a computer-based inventory management system designed to improve productivity of a business. Okay. Companies use material requirement planning system to estimate quantities of raw material and schedule their deliveries. And here we involve 2 questions basically: what is needed and how much needed and when it is needed. These are 3 questions which are answered in MRP. See, what is needed? When I question this question, what is needed means your aim, कि मुझे क्या करना है, क्या चाहिए. Okay. How much is needed? कितना चाहिए, कितना करना है. How much is needed? It will define the quality. It will define the quantity of the product. How much needed, and when it is needed, it will define the timeline for your work. So if you are clear about your vision, what? If you are clear about your quantity, how much? And if you are clear about when, your time, then no there is no any hurdle or difficulty which will stop working you. Okay, so ultimately the production efficiency will be increased using a MRP. Here we can see the picture of MRP1 and MRP2. As I told you in earlier class, last day's class, material requirement planning is the first step of ERP. So the coverage of MRP1 is manufacturing centric. It is manufacturing centric. Master production schedule is used. Final production schedule is used. Inventory management, bill of materials are generated using MRP. Gross requirement generation. These are the components of MRP1. And here in this case, this total is the component of MRP2. Okay, although this MRP1 is included in MRP2, including this, we have additional elements that are capacity requirement planning, production control, marketing interface, accounting interface, finance interface, personal interface, supplier interface, and customer interface, and so many things are involved in MRP2. What is MRP2? Can anybody tell me the full form of MRP2?
Material resource planning.
No, sorry. Management resource planning.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, this is material requirement planning, and this is management resource planning. So here the term is introduced is management. So once you have introduced the term management, then you can use these type of good terms like interfaces. Okay, these types of terms are involved in management side. So this is the total coverage of MRP1 and MRP2. Is it clear to all other participants? No one is responding me other than Sapna madam.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
it is completely
Yes, sir.
simplified.
Yeah. Is it okay? Is there any problem up to
Okay,
this
sir.
moment of time?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
No problem?
No problem.
Okay,
Fine, sir.
fine.
Fine, sir. Fine.
Fine, thank you. And moving to next slide, this next one is called as EOQ, economic order quantity. I'll show this EOQ picture, then this will be clear to you people. I think you may have read about this EOQ in your industrial engineering subject in your BTech, especially mechanical engineers should have read this subject, I think. So here we have shown cost in vertical direction, Y direction, and in X direction, order quantity is shown here. So here I have shown the inventory carrying cost in pink color, and the acquisition cost per order is shown in which color is this? I think magenta color, I don't know. And the total list total cost is shown upper side in blue color, and ultimately we are able to see the EOQ point, economic order quantity. What do you understand by EOQ? I'll tell you here what happens in EOQ. This model is used in inventory management. By EOQ, calculating the number of units a company should add to its inventory with each batch order. It to reduce the total cost of its inventory while assuming the constant consumer demand. Here, we try to maintain the cost here only, economic order quantity. Okay, this is the optimum point where the inventory carrying cost and acquisition cost per order is equal here in this case. So we try to maintain all cost here in this point, so that we'll be able to make the profit only, and order should be economical. Okay, if I'm going to order the raw material in this point only, then I'll be able to maintain JIT, just in time. Okay, so just in time is also connected with this EOQ. Okay, the cost of inventory in this model include holding and setup cost. The EOQ model seeks to ensure that the right amount of inventory is ordered per batch, so a company does not have make order too frequently and there is not an excess of inventory sitting on hand. आप ऐसा ऑर्डर करें कि बहुत ज्यादा भी ऑर्डर ना हो बहुत कम भी ऑर्डर ना हो और ना बार बार आपको ऑर्डर करने की जरूरत पड़े कि सप्लायर भी आपको परेशान हो जाए, कि ऐसा ना हो कि आपने ऐसा सोचा कि सारा मटेरियल, रॉ मटेरियल आपके सप्लायर के पास है, जब भी जरूरत होगी मैं उनसे कॉल कर लूंगा, इमीडिएटली दे विल सप्लाई. So it is not possible for you also and for supplier also. Okay, कि आपने जब भी ऑर्डर किया, he will be able to supply that material. Okay. So to maintain the EOQ is very important in an organization. It assumes that there is a trade-off between inventory holding cost and inventory setup cost, and total inventory costs are minimized when both sets cost, the holding cost as are minimized. If I am able to maintain this cost only, then I am able to make a good profitability for my organization and everything will be on time. So this is all about the economic order quantity. We're having another method that is called as days sale of inventory. Okay, days sale of inventory, DSI, is a financial ratio that indicates the average time in days that a company takes to turn its inventory, including goods that are a working in progress, into sales. DSI, also known as the average age of inventory, days inventory outstanding, days in inventory, days sales in inventory, or days in inventory, and is interpreted in multiple ways. So here you can say कि how much inventory is needed for a day. You should calculate that inventory. That inventory, as we have defined, that inventory includes raw material, semi-finished product, and finally finished product. So here in this case, in the case of DSI, we calculate how much inventory, including these three parameters, are involved in my organization for a day. So this is a method. This is inventory management method. Moving forward, qualitative analysis of inventory. This is one of the important inventory management method, but I am going to skip this one. I am going to show one important analysis that is called as ABC analysis, and another is called as VEB analysis. I'm trying to show this because I have to maintain the time also. Okay, fine. So here, what happens in ABC? This is very important tool in inventory management method. One of the very important method. What we do in this method? Yes, anyone?
Sir, it is called always better control type of inventory in which the cost
Okay.
of the product which is very high, we kept little quantity, and the moderate price we kept in moderate quantity, and the price which is less we put in high quantity, in much quantity.
Fine.
It is a kind of a ratio type. Highest, the more the price, the less the quantity.
That's fine. Any other idea from other people?
Sir, it is a classification of inventory based on
Yeah.
the value or
Based on
value of,
value. Fine.
yes, and the quantity required in the organization for the production setup.
That's
So
fine.
taking into consideration both the factors, we classify the inventory into A, B, or C category inventory. That is
That's
ABC.
fine.
Can I take a stand?
Yeah, that sure, please.
Sir, ABC analysis is an inventory management technique in which A will be like a high valuable goods which are very less in number, and
Yeah.
B is a moderate value good which is moderate in number, and C
Yeah.
is very low value goods which are large in quantity and large size stock is maintained.
That's fine. That's fine. You're correct. Absolutely correct. So here we are talking about the value of the inventory. Okay, ABC analysis is involved. ABC analysis involves describes about the value of the product. Okay, it is a mechanism for identifying items that will have a significant impact on overall inventory cost. Okay, like category 1 or category A serves as your most valuable products that contribute the most of overall profit. See, A item with very tight control and accurate records, approximately 10% of items or 66.666% of value. सी ये ए कैटेगरी में वो चीजें रखी जाती है जो काफी कम तो है क्वांटिटी में, बट उसकी वैल्यू मैक्सिमम है. वैल्यू के लिए मैं आपको सिर्फ एक बताता हूँ, लाइक इन केस ऑफ प्रेशर कुकर, इफ यू आर नॉट हैविंग दैट कैप, दैट सीटी जिसको हम कहते हैं, अगर सीटी नहीं है, वो है तो बहुत सस्ती, हार्डली आता है 50-60 रुपए में आई थिंक. ओके, बट विदाउट सीटी योर प्रेशर कुकर इज जस्ट वेस्ट. Without your gasket, your pressure cooker is just waste. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Otherwise,
sir.
क्या होता है, the cost of that gasket is very cheap, probably 20 rupees costing. ठीक है, but its value is very high. Without that gasket, you can't use the pressure cooker. So its value is very high. Okay, so see here, ऐसे चीजें A category में रखी गई हैं. Those things are categorized in A category. Those are having very high value for an organization. That products, that inventories are categorized as A category inventory. And in B category, moderate type of valued products are kept in B category. It is approximately 20% of items, and the value is approximately 23.3% of value. In case of C, here we can say for the small transactions that are vital for overall profit but don't matter much individually to the company together. Okay, the simplest controls possible and minimal records is needed. इसके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा रिकॉर्ड रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपने नट एंड बोल्ट रखा हुआ है, इंडस्ट्री में जाएंगे तो नट एंड बोल्ट वर्कर्स हैं, बिना कोई बहुत रिकॉर्ड रखे हुए नट एंड बोल्ट्स लेकर चले जाते हैं, isn't it, स्टोर रूम से. ओके, एंड अप्रोक्सीमेटली 7% ऑफ आइटम्स, बहुत ज्यादा 70%. इसकी क्वांटिटी, द क्वांटिटी ऑफ सी कैटेगरी इज वेरी हाई. क्वांटिटी वाइज is the mass of the this C product is very high, but इसकी वैल्यू जो है अप्रोक्सीमेटली 10% वैल्यू है. अगर आपने वो बोल्ट प्रोबेबली नहीं भी लगाया, फॉर एग्जांपल, देन वर्क मे बी रन. So this is all about the ABC categorization. Here we can see the categorization of ABC, name of items. A category, the percent. Okay, number of items are 10%, but its value is 70%. In B category, the number of items are 20%, but its value is approximately 20%. And in C category, the number of items are 70%, but the value is 10%. So here we can see the stock control is strict for A product, moderate for B product, and loose for C product. As I told you earlier, the record keeping for C category product is not very important, right? Is it okay?
Sir, one question.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, am I audible to you?
थोड़े आवाज, your voice is low. थोड़ा सा माइक के सामने.
Am I audible to you now?
Yeah, audible.
Sir, as per my concern, the value is in terms of money, I think.
No.
80% of the total money, because inventory is.
No. I gave an example of that gasket only, na. That the value is absolutely not connected with money. Absolutely not connected with money. Value is connected with its importance, with its function only. As I told you, as I gave the example of that gasket. Gasket आपके 20 रुपीज में आता है, बट इसकी वैल्यू बहुत ज्यादा है. ठीक है, अगर आपने वो नहीं लगाया देन योर टोटल प्रेशर कुकर इज वेस्ट। तो इसका कॉस्ट तो बहुत कम है, कॉस्ट का तो मैटर ही नहीं है, 20 रुपीज में गैसकेट आता है आई थिंक। और उसके बाद फिर आप उसके बिना योर गैसकेट इज, बट इट्स वैल्यू इज वेरी वेरी हाई, 70% कैटेगरी। ओके, so it is not concerned with money. Huh?
So inventory is all about blocking money, nothing else.
No. Inventory is not direct all about the money only. It is the maintenance of, see, money, value and cost. There are three things in our industry. Okay, money, value and price and cost. All these four terminologies are different. Probably we'll discuss after the class. Okay, अगर time permit करेगा तो।
Sir, यहाँ concern है, A category indicates the high valued item, no? High priced item.
High valued item, not high priced. I told you high valued item.
Okay, sir.
See, यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है A category value is 70%, highest value. नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स, ये नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स शो किया हुआ है, मीन्स ये बहुत कम होते हैं, 10% ही है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, 10% ही है जिसकी की वैल्यू 70% है। आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द मनी हियर इन दिस स्लाइड। ओके, एंड बी कैटेगरी मॉडरेट एंड सी कैटेगरी यू कैन कॉल इट एज लोअर कैटेगरी, यू कैन से। इसकी जो है वैल्यू काफी कम है और ये नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स बहुत ज्यादा है। लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने नट्स एंड बोल्ट का कहा था, नट्स एंड बोल्ट आपको फ्रिक्वेंटली यूज होगा बट उसकी बहुत ज्यादा वैल्यू नहीं है। इसका रिकॉर्ड कीपिंग कोई लेबर लेके जाता है स्टोर से, देन बहुत ज्यादा बॉदर नहीं करते कि कितने उसने 10 नट्स लिया या 20 नट्स लिया, कोई बात नहीं, लेके लगाया ही होगा लाइक दैट। ओके, गॉट द पॉइंट?
Yes, sir.
हेलो, इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir. Clear.
शुड वी मूव?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So here next one is called as VED analysis. The full form is VED is vital, essential, desirable classification. Okay, it is based on criticality of inventories. It is based on criticality of inventory. We can see one picture related here. Yes, this is vital, essential, desirable. Vital category includes inventory which is necessary for production or any other process in an organization. Essential category includes inventory which is next to being vital, जो कि vital होने वाला है या हो सकता है, that is called as essential. And desirable, the desirable category of inventory is the least important among the three. बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है, डिजायरेबल है तो ठीक है, नहीं है तो चल जाएगा लाइक दैट। ओके, व्हाट हैपेंस इन VED वाइटल आइटम्स, द शॉर्टेज मे कॉज स्टॉप द वर्क इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। ओके, द शॉर्टेज ऑफ दिस टाइप ऑफ इन्वेंट्री मे कॉज द स्टॉप द वर्क इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। अगर वाइटल इन्वेंट्री आपके पास नहीं है, देन योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कैन बी स्टॉप, your working may be stopped. They are stocked adequately to ensure smooth operation. So that's why these items are called as vital items or vital inventories, very important inventories. Whereas here in this case, essential items, here a reasonable risk can be taken. If not available, the plant does not stop, but the efficiency of operation is already offered due to expediting expenses. They should be sufficiently stocked to ensure regular flow of work. So this is called as next to vital. Essential items are next to vital. So the importance of essential items is almost equal to vital items. Okay, and desirable item is not availability or does not stop the work, because they cannot be easily purchased. They can be easily purchased from the market as and when needed. बहुत सिंपल चीजें हैं जिसको कि आप बहुत इजीली मार्केट से परचेस कर लेते हैं, then it is called as essential items. Is it okay? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is about the VED analysis, and next one is safety stock analysis. See, two things are there. First one is ABC and second one is VED. ABC is based on value, not based on money or not based on cost. It is based on value only. First, you remember it. And second one is based on criticality. Criticality. Here there is no involvement of money, value or cost. Here in this case, in case of VED, here criticality is important in this case. Okay, कौन सा part कितना critical है, that decides the categorization of that inventory. That may be vital, essential or desirable.
So can it be like prioritization of inventory?
No. Prioritization nahi. Like for example, criticality means it is based on importance of the material inventory. Importance की particular कोई चीज, for example हम boiler operation की बात करते हैं, okay, तो boiler में जो आपके accessories और essentials होते हैं वो important होते हैं, उसके बिना you can't run the boiler. ओके, सो ऐसे आइटम जिसके नहीं होने से या जिसमें कोई डिफिकल्टी आ जाने से, कोई एरर आ जाने से, फॉल्ट आ जाने से आपको पूरा का पूरा प्लांट रोकना पड़ेगा. सो स्पेशल केयर शुड बी टेकन ऑन दैट इन्वेंट्री एंड दैट इन्वेंट्री इज कैटेगराइज्ड एज वाइटल आइटम. वाइटल इन्वेंट्री. ओके, इट इज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इम्पोर्टेंस ओनली. कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next
Yes, sir.
one is fine. Next one very important is FIFO and LIFO. You might be knowing the word FIFO and LIFO. Okay, LIFO and FIFO are method to determine the cost of inventory. Using this FIFO-LIFO method, we are able to determine the cost of inventory. Okay, FIFO or first in first out. See, first in first out assumes the order inventory is sold first. FIFO is great way to keep inventory fresh. See क्या होता है. See, first in first out में it says that the cost of goods sold is based on the cost of earliest purchase material, while the carrying cost of remaining inventory is based on the cost of the latest purchase material. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जैसे ही आपका प्रोडक्ट बना उसको इमीडिएटली आप बाहर निकाल दीजिए, सीधे सेल आउट कर दीजिए, सो दैट उसका कॉस्ट, ओवरऑल कॉस्ट विल बी रिड्यूस्ड, मे बी डिक्रीज्ड. ओके, इन केस ऑफ LIFO, लास्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट. लास्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट. सी, लास्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट assumes the newer inventory is typically sold first. ठीक है, आप देखिएगा कि कई बार क्या होता है क्लॉथ के शॉप में लास्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट क्या होता है, जस्ट अराइवल के नाम से वो जानते हैं. आर यू देयर? हेलो.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
फ्रेश अराइवल. आप nowadays these terms are frequently used in malls and so many shops. Fresh arrivals. Okay, there is no discount like that. So fresh arrival. So most of the people likes fresh arrivals, so they follow LIFO, last in first out. वो तुरंत आया तुरंत बिक गया. Getting the point? लास्ट इन अभी आया, लास्ट में इन हुआ और फर्स्ट आउट हो गया. ओके, whereas in the case of FIFO, first in first out, वो पहले आया है फिर वही पहले जाएगा, एक क्यू में लगा हुआ है, जो पहले आया वो पहले जाएगा. लाइक दैट. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Fine. The cost of goods sold is valued using the cost of latest purchase material, while the value of remaining inventory is based on the earliest purchase material. As I told you कि first in first out, उसमें क्या होता है कि फर्स्ट जो भी आया प्रोडक्ट उसको फर्स्ट सेल आउट करने की कोशिश करते हैं. और LIFO में लाइक फ्रेश अराइवल की बात हमने की, तुरंत आया है or immediately this is a fresh arrival, latest arrival, so you can purchase this one, maybe with higher cost. Okay, if an organization is planning to make more profit, then he can sell out using LIFO. Here we can see the structure of FIFO and LIFO. Next one is recorder point formula, then batch tracking, inventory management method is there, consistent inventory management method is there, perpetual inventory management, okay, drop shipping inventory management is there, lean manufacturing inventory. What happens in lean manufacturing? What do you understand by lean manufacturing? Lean is a methodology to reduce waste in a manufacturing system without sacrificing productivity. Without sacrificing productivity. The customer defines what is the value in terms of what they would pay for the product or service. Okay. See, for lean manufacturing, okay, it was introduced in approximately in 1930 by Toyota company. And what we do in this manufacturing process, in this inventory control process, we do not sacrifice productivity. Without sacrificing productivity, we try to reduce waste. We try to reduce waste so that we can consume the inventory for our intended purpose. So this is about the lean manufacturing. Another one is called as Six Sigma inventory cost maintenance. Six Sigma is the set of techniques that and tools for process improvement. It is a quality measure. It shows the quality measure for the product. Our Six Sigma process is one in which 99.9966% of all opportunities to produce some feature of a part are statistically expected to be free of defect. Here in this case, we are concerned about the quality of the product. So when the quality of the product will be good, tell me. Anyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then I'll be able to get a good quality product.
Sir, in according to Six Sigma, na?
Yeah.
In Six Sigma, sir, if the product is not go beyond the upper control limit and lower control limit, and the product is lie within the range, then the product is a good quality product.
That's fine. When you say that upper quality level and lower quality level, means a word is associated. That word is called as defect, error, isn't it? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
error.
Yes, sir.
So if the product is defect free, error free, fault free, flaw free, then it is called as quality product, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Defect, what is defect? The diversion from your intended purpose is called as defect, isn't it?
Yes.
What is quality? If the product is fulfilling your purpose, then it is quality product. Simple
Yes,
way,
sir.
in simple way. Okay. So this is Six Sigma. Using this Six Sigma, we are able to maintain the inventory in defect-free manner with proper quality. I'm not going in depth here. Just I am giving a brush up or glimpse of these methods here. Okay. Here we can see these are called as the the components of Six Sigma: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Dynamic, this is called as dynamic measure in Six Sigma. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lean
Sir,
Six
please
Sigma,
share the slide.
we'll talk later on. Just what is Lean Sigma? Lean Six Sigma enhances the tools of Six Sigma, but instead focus more on increasing word standardization and the flow of business. Here in this Lean Six Sigma, we have talked about Six Sigma, and nowadays we are using Lean Six Sigma. What is the meaning of Lean Six Sigma? In Lean Six Sigma is a method that relies a collaborative team effort to improve performance by systematic improving waste and reducing variation. Reducing variation means standardization. The word standardization has been involved in Lean Six Sigma. Lean. Okay, here the lean is directly associated with standardization of the product. Otherwise, in Six Sigma also, we are going to reduce the waste. We are going to increase the quality of the product. Whereas here in this case, in the case of Lean Six Sigma, we emphasize on reducing the waste as well as increasing the standardization. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So fine. Moving, this is called as DIMEC. Okay, we have already DIMEC is nothing but it is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. This is, in short, it is called as DMAC or DIMEC. DMAC: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. DMAC. So in short, this is our main process of. Basically, this is the process of Six Sigma also, and this is improvised with standardization in Lean Six Sigma. These are other methods which can be used for inventory control, inventory management, demand forecasting, cross docking, bulk shipments. Okay, this is all about the inventory management methods. So probably there is a shortage of time, but I'll tell you some kind of functions of inventory management. Entering into next segment of this presentation, the function of inventory management. What happens after the implementation of inventory management system in your industry or in an organization? It improved productivity and efficiency will be there after inventory management. Will be able to avoid stock outs and stock overstock. Will be able to manage quality of the product. Quality management. For quality management, inventory management is very essential process. Easy inventory management, improved profitability will be there. Plant management will be there. Balanced supply and demand will be there. Balanced supply and demand. It means smooth supply and smooth demand will be there, and a smooth production of the product will be there. Inventory report will be very good, very smooth, and in required format also. Inventory tracking will be very easy using inventory management system. All in one solution will be there using inventory management system. Now, okay. Now, last segment of the presentation, I would like to show some benefits of inventory management. A good inventory management strategy improves the accuracy of inventory order. Okay, improves the accuracy of inventory order. A good inventory management strategy leads to a more organized warehouse. So, warehousing management will also be smoothened using inventory management. Good inventory management. A good inventory management strategy helps save time and money. Ultimately, you will be able to save time and money using good inventory management. Okay. Ultimately, will be able to increase the efficiency and productivity of the organization, and customers coming back. The good customer satisfaction will be there ultimately using the inventory management, good inventory management. So, as I told you in earlier class, in yesterday's class, the benefits are in two-way benefits: tangible benefits and intangible benefits. Tangible benefits may be quantified in some quantity, but intangible benefits cannot be. But intangible benefits are more important than tangible benefits. Like customer satisfaction is more important. Okay, timely production of the product is more important. So these are called as intangible benefits. Using this inventory management, we will be able to produce these both tangible and intangible benefits in an industry or in an organization. These are some references. Using these references, I have prepared this presentation, so you can refer these references also if you want. Okay. Thank you very much for listening me patiently, and I think the session I can close the session here.